Your Grand Island, Hastings, and Kearney local forecast with meteorologist Kit Cloninger.
Well, temperatures today were nice. They were even warmer yesterday, but we are going to be getting back up into the 60s and even possibly some upper 60s in the next week's time frame. Looking at some of the surface features right now, we do have some snow coming off the Rockies and into parts of north central Nebraska and there in western Nebraska as well. But we've got this weak cold front to our north, a stronger one to our south there, bringing some cooler air to Oklahoma and the southern plains. But we are starting to see some signs of spring with these low pressure systems to our south starting to form dry lines. That's one thing that can sometimes spark off thunderstorms and is a really good thing for severe weather outbreaks. But of course, nothing really going on with it right now. There's a lot of factors that aren't in play, but still a sign of spring on the way. Looking over the next 3 days, another sign that spring is on the way. Look at these highs as we get into Tuesday and Wednesday, 58 and 62. That's more like in a month's time frame. Looking at the 49 for tomorrow, so it's going to be on the cooler side, but that's still a little bit above average even still for Monday. Might see a few flurries. We'll address that in a moment, but look at this stretch of sunny weather, bringing back 50s and 60s, maybe even some upper 60s for next weekend. That's going to be feeling more like later on in spring. So we just switched over to Meteorological Spring. We base it by basically when the temperatures start to climb, peak, and fall. And it's looking like March 1st. It's going to be feeling more like April 15th, and really over the next couple of weeks it looks like we're going to be feeling like a month ahead of time as far as our temperatures are concerned. Now this is just an average of all the highs and lows that we go through the changing of the seasons, but it's looking like it's going to be a pretty warm March so far, at least for the start of it. Temperatures right now, 38 degrees in Grand Island and Hastings, 36 for Kearney. We already see 28 out there in Alliance. They've been cooler all day today. And we see on satellite and radar a little bit on the way of snow. We've got that off towards our west right now, anywhere from up towards Hyannis down to Imperial, some moderate snow. We've got some moderate snow there around Keith County, southeast of Ogallala right now. So that's starting to move towards the North Platte area. But the thing is, with the temperatures being so warm today, anything that falls to the surface is going to melt almost immediately to contact. But around Holt County, a few more light flurries as well, maybe some light showers between Neely and Albion right now. So most of that is starting to dwindle, but we are going to be seeing that as a thing overnight tonight. Let's take a look through Futurecast to see where this plays out. Might see a few more flurries here in central Nebraska. It's not going to amount to much, maybe some around the Kansas border as well, or south of the Tri-Cities area, but that clears out very quickly. We get a little bit more sunshine tomorrow. That does make it feel a little bit nicer. Again, tomorrow's going to be a little above average, but it's going to be cooler than the past couple of days or the days that follow it. As we head into Tuesday, there might be some light showers off towards our north as we get into the evening hours. So it's not going to be a whole lot. It's really going to be just a few light sprinkles. Looking at future snow totals, like I said, it's not going to really amount to a whole bunch. It might be an inch that falls, but the thing is, this isn't what you're going to measure if you go put a ruler in the ground. It's going to melt on contact since we have those temperatures in the 60s through the weekend. So a little bit of snow will fall, very little will accumulate. Lows by tomorrow morning getting down into the 20s, lower 20s towards the panhandle. As we head through the day, it will be a pretty nice day, but like I said, just a little bit above average. Into the 40s, the winds are going to start to switch out of the southwest, so that will bring in some more warm air. Looking at our forecasted highs across the area tomorrow, it is going to be around 50 degrees here for the Tri-Cities area, a little bit warmer off towards some of the east and west as well. But overall, pretty decent day compared to the past weekend. We're really not seeing temperatures getting up close to 60 yet again, but that is coming a little bit later on in the 7-day forecast.
Kit, I'm so torn because I love the snow, but also these days have been so nice.
Yeah, I'm definitely a snow lover. Last year was probably the second most snow I've ever seen. This was the third most snow. We had just over 25, 27 inches, I think, here in the Tri-Cities area. So it's been a lot of snow for me, but it's actually a little below average for the season.
All right, well, great. Thank you, Kit.